Do you ever feel like the holidays bring so much joy and so much mess? Today, we're embracing both the coziness of homemaking, a little Christmas crafting, and the magic of a light parade. Let's dive in, and it starts now.
It's white outside, and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air, that every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this.
I just spent 15 minutes looking for a toilet paper roll that I set down. Who does that? We are going to make little miniature hat ornaments from yarn and a toilet paper roll, or if you rather, a paper towel roll. And I'm cutting mine, I don't know, about a thumb's width wide. If you want a wider brim on your hat, then you can cut it wider. I'll make a couple of wider ones too. There we go. So what you end up with is simple, just 3, 4, I need to learn how to count, little circles. And you can pick a color yarn, or a couple colors. You can do whatever you like. I'm gonna say let's do red and green. Something that's going to leave you with some long strands. And I'll tell you about how long they'll be. I don't know. Let's see. That's too short. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it about this length. Started. Set my yarn on the floor so it's not rolling around on the table. The cat should love it. You're just looking for lots of strands of yarn. If you double your yarn, this is going to go quicker. If you don't double it, it'll go a little bit slower. That's fine too. And if you don't have enough, you can always cut more. And I'm just going to cut these off the rolls, and then I'm going to cut them off here. My scissors are not the sharpest. They've been used for everything. There we go. What we're looking for, I'm going to say 6, probably 8 inches long is what you're going to need. You can play around with the length if you want it to be different. That's up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over, drop it down through your little hat hole, okay? And we're going to pull it taut at the top. Because of how it ends up, you want the knotted part on the front, like you want it around the front. What are you doing?
And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our love that stay forever. It's Christmas.
Just created the band of your hat. Just make sure everything's nice and tight and straightened out. Then you are going to choose a string and make a tie on your hat to create the hat and the pom-pom. Like so. If I can tie a knot, my hands are really dry, so. Tie it off tightly. And now you are left with this. And you are going to trim this off and shape it so that it looks like a pom-pom to a hat, which is not too hard. Just eyeball it and chop, chop, chop away with a better pair of scissors than what I'm using. If you shake it out here and there, you can tell what needs to be cut. That's what you're left with, a little miniature hat. And to make a hook, simply bring it through one side and back out the other to hang it with, which is not too hard. Just simply pull it up, tie your knot, and pull it through into the inside, and there you have it. A little hanging miniature snow hat. And I'm making them to hang on my little miniature tree. My hanger is a bit too long, so I'll pull it from the inside. If I can find it. Right here. Retie my knot, shorten it. You could also use a hook, I suppose, if you wanted to. I don't. I'm gonna trim this. There we go. Look at all the kids. Throwing candy in the dirt. What?
Them had some lights. No, them.
No, it's just covered for the parade.
What?
They're covered for the parade. What, honey? bus. It's all decked out. I see somebody coming. Look who's coming. Wave. Santa Claus, yeah. Tell him you're still being good. Lately, I've been going to bed much earlier, way earlier than usual, and waking up earlier too. I'm not sure if it's making me feel any better just yet, but I know that rest is important for healing. I'm doing my best to give my back the time it needs to recover from whatever the heck is going on. I know that healing takes patience, and I'm focused on taking care of myself and giving my body the rest it deserves, while still trying to maintain a house and work and everything else that I balance. Hopefully, it's not just old age creeping in. Hopefully, it's just where I took that fall and maybe I turned wrong recently and it just is acting up. But I'm hoping it's not anything more serious than that, because I'm not one to give in to a little bit of pain, and nor will I succumb to it. So hopefully just giving myself a little bit of extra rest and taking some anti-inflammatories will be the answer I'm looking for. I cannot believe in such a short time how much bigger Max is than he was when we got him. He is legitimately becoming a whole cat. It happens, seems like every morning when he wakes up, he's bigger than he was the day before. I remember when I cradled him in the crook of my elbow, he barely took up any space, and now he spans the whole length of my lower arm. I think Mr. Max has gained some untying skills, because it seems he untied one of the stockings from my little makeshift fence here. So I'm just tying it back on so that I don't lose it, because it was getting kicked around the house. I picked most of my kitchen up last night before I went to bed, but there are a few little things here and there that need to get done this morning. So I'm down here to do them now, and nothing too major, just mostly picking up, putting things away, putting clean dishes away, and wiping down some surfaces. No big deal. It was such a beautiful and sunny morning this morning that I was really glad that I was up in plenty of time to enjoy the whole morning and to see the sun rise and to see what a pretty day it was going to be. If you notice behind me where I keep my cups hung up, I found those little snowflakes at the Dollar Tree either last year or the year before. They came strung up and I think they were hooked together as 3. And I used them on my tree last year. You know, I placed them throughout the tree. And this year they found a home behind my snowflake mugs. Although I do want to put them up on the wall a little bit differently because right now they've been shifted around and kind of look like they're just thrown on there. But I'm going to fix them later on this afternoon. I think Mr. Max knocked the pillow off the dryer and batted it around the kitchen for whatever reason. I found him down here on it this morning earlier, sleeping on it. I almost dumped this water down the drain, but then realized that my plants needed to be watered anyway, so instead of just dumping it out, I gave my plants the water that they needed and saved on a little bit of water. Our water bill has been extremely high, so I'm trying to bring it down. Even though my kitchen's not perfect this morning, it's still nice to have it fairly clean and not to have any big tasks of tons and tons of dishes to do and so forth. I'm glad that I took the time last night to wash all of them, and all that's here is simply from this morning and me taking some things out of the fridge. I still like this Lazy Susan from Temu. It's one of the very few things that I got there that have stood the test of time. It's a nice size, and it has nice high sides on it. It's really nice that it contains all my utensils and my oils and the salt and pepper shaker. Oh, and my candle too. So, for the question of the day, what is your favorite holiday tradition that makes this time of the year special for you and your family? For me, I think that the decorating is what really excites everybody and makes everybody in this house happy. It's less about the gifts and less about so many other things, and it's things like baking cookies and different holiday treats and the big meal and, going to look at holiday lights and those type of things that really make the season better for everybody. I know that the littles get excited over gifts and stuff, but we've always tried to make it about a little bit more than that because there has not always been a lot of gifts to go around. So, as the holidays approach, we would start doing more crafts and decorating and stuff like that. And those are the memories over the years and that the things that I still enjoy to this day. So today when cleaning my stove, I used my multi-purpose spray from Method, and I used some of the Dollar Tree imitation pink stuff. And you will notice that even though I didn't bring it out, that the Dollar Tree imitation pink stuff did not do as well as the brand of stuff that I normally use on my stove, the Barkeeper's Friend glass stovetop cleaner. It did not do anywhere near as well. Even with a good amount of scrubbing, you can still see spots towards the front of the stove that it just left, and you will see that after this part. And I'm in no way dissing the Dollar Tree cleaning paste. It does good for certain things. It just does not make a great stovetop cleaner for things that are really burnt on. Does anyone notice anything a little bit strange here? Let me know if you notice what it is that I did that some might consider to be strange. And it's not writing on top of my stove in the cleaner. It's something else. I decided that this picture, the other picture, was a little bit too spring-like for the Christmas decor and the snow that was sitting outside. So I have to find a place to put that away for a while. I think in a video coming up here soon, you're going to get to see me wash down all the faces of my cupboards and cabinets because they are all seriously needing a good cleaning and a good scrubbing. They are getting icky and they really, really are screaming to be washed down. Recently, we've had a lot of single-digit temperatures at night, and tonight it's 12 degrees, but we are looking at a day coming up here real soon that we are going to be getting rain, and it's going to be 45 degrees again. Again, here we go. The weather is confused. It is not springtime. It is wintertime, and Mother Nature just seems to have gotten lost again, and she's going to sprinkle in some warm weather. I will say I think one thing that may be aggravating my back is lifting the pellets up to pour them into the pellet stove. So I have adapted to getting them in there using a bowl and, a big bowl, scooping them out of the bag and pouring them into the back of the pellet stove, as opposed to lifting that 40-pound bag up so high. And I'm hoping that that maybe could be part of the problem because if I recall, I had back problems last winter. It just seems this winter they are worse and they seem almost spasmodic. And I am getting my sink all nice and clean. I love a clean sink, although it doesn't stay that way for very long in this house. It's still nice to know that at some point during the day, especially earlier in the day, that the sink was cleaned up. I'm going to get my diffuser going with some water, and I put a few drops of lemon oil in there, which always makes me think of a fresh, clean space. What smell makes you think of a fresh, clean space? Is it lemon, pine, or something else? I have to tell you, this coffee bar was a sticky mess. There was sugar all over it, coffee spilt. It was just a terrible, terrible mess. So I got that all cleaned up, and someone today, not myself, decided that they would restock my coffee for me, which was a sweet thing to do, because I really, for some odd reason, don't really care to do it all that much. So they were sweet enough to restock that for me, and just that way Mama can have her coffee, because a coffeed mama is always better than an uncoffeed mama, right? Thank you so much for spending time with me today. It truly means the world. Remember, taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of everyone and everything else. Whether it's finding a moment to reset, tackling one small thing at a time, or simply giving yourself grace, you're doing way better than you think. Keep showing up for yourself, keep moving forward, and know that you're never alone on this journey. I'm so grateful to have you here, and as always, happy cleaning. Bye-bye, and I'll see you in the next one.